You can use Monday.com to boost your team's efficiency. And I'm going to show you how in
Hello， 我是阿江。MMN 是什么？台湾可以卖吗？
sponsors early in my career, and one of my first sponsors told me that men suffer from the imposter syndrome more than women do. And that stuck with me. And so whenever I felt like my confidence was waning, I always remembered those words. And that really helped me navigate some of those more difficult situations.
I love the way that you just said that you always felt specifically that you deserved a seat at the table, because I think so much of the time, so many of us are just wondering, is there room? Never mind even considering the fact that there should be. So just act accordingly. You're known, you know, for now being in the sports world, and I think that's something, as in many fields, probably the same thing could be said about JP Morgan Chase, but the sports world, something we often regard as male dominated, and I know that the NHL also didn't have much of 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 the NHL also
knowledge, but the competencies that I brought from 30 years of experience.
Wow, we love this segment because there's always these little things that we can write down and remember to help us all out. And one tells you, one sells you. That's a good one. When you talk about now the league being diverse and representative of everyone, I know that you've said this is a movement, not a moment. Explain, you know, what that means to you at the NHL with the actual work that you're doing now, but also what it should look like across industries.
Yeah, for the NHL, it's been perceived as a sport that wasn't necessarily for multicultural audiences and women. And in many ways, I think my work is to really burst that myth. There's a rich history of Blacks in the sport of hockey going back to the 1800s, as well as the first woman back in the 1800s. It's an article in a Ottawa magazine. So the idea here is to create these ambassadors all over North America and all over the world that love hockey and can talk about and tell their stories about hockey. And that really means a movement that includes everyone that loves the sport of hockey and those that want to love the sport of hockey.
I love that. Kim, you've already dispelled quite a few words of wisdom, but we do always like to end this segment by just asking for one specific piece of advice that a young woman who's watching this right now could kind of grab onto and remember as she's embarking on her career.
Find ways to manage what I call the 3 Ps: your preparation, your passion, and your purpose. And not every job is going to provide passion and purpose, but when you are prepared and you find that integration of passion and purpose, you will be successful.
This is what I'm saying. We always need to take notes during this segment, the 3 Ps. I love it. Kim Davis, thank you so much. Really an honor to have you join us for the segment. We appreciate your time this morning. So great to talk to you.
Thanks, Savannah.
It's great. We also recorded, so you can go back and rewatch segments if you didn't take notes.
One of these days we'll bring all these good notes together in something.
Coming up, we have got an update on NASA's planned mission to the moon.
Yeah, plus an exclusive look at a program hoping to provide internet to the world through space, how it works, and where it's already being used. That's next.
The fire has grown leaps and bounds.
What you see behind me is typical.
How you doing?
Pretty